Discussion time, come on, grab your mics. We'll talk about some random crap, power stars and skeleton minion. Fun will never end. It's discussion time.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning / good afternoon, depending on when you are watching this.
What's on?
We're talking about Team Fortress 2.
Which I'm currently playing because I can't be
in the spirit of talking about Team Fortress 2, we're just straight up playing it. Well, he is.
Because screw professionalism.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be really professional to not be playing the game and just focus all your attention on talking about it, but no.
What the hell is being a professional?
Oh, it's this weird thing from, I think it's from an alien planet or something. You should just totally forget about it. Yeah. Forget I even mentioned it. It's
like
weird.
The worst thing ever.
It's weird.
Mainly, what we're talking about today is classes and what are our favorite classes and tactics for classes. Johnny, what class are you playing right now?
Pyro.
Oh.
I was playing Scout just a minute ago, but I kept getting killed, so...
Well, yeah, you see, that's the same thing with me. Like, in video games just in general, like, before I even start, like, I'm not exactly the most fit person. So, like, whenever I play video games, I usually like being the fast type. Like, especially in first-person shooters. Like, I'll usually be, like, running around with an SMG in, like, Call of Duty, or... That's a long time ago, too. I haven't played Call of Duty in a long, long time. My point is I like being fast in video games, so Scout is usually my go-to class. It's just that I suck at it.
Well, yes, I'm bad at every class in the game.
Well, you see, because here's the thing. It really depends if you think you suck at it or not, because Scout is all about distractions. That's what he does. He distracts people. So, I feel like a Scout can never do a bad job, because you're still distracting them.
Right, so, like, even... Well, that depends on what the map is.
Yeah, like, even getting killed, like, you have still distracted them from their main objective to kill you.
Yeah.
They're also nice in CTF.
Although, I would say Scout isn't actually my favorite class.
What would you say yours is, then?
NG.
NG. You see, I just never got into NG. I never enjoyed it too thoroughly.
Why's that? Because you're a jerk.
Yeah, just the classes I could never get into. There's only two. There's NG, and the one I just really cannot get into is Spy.
Weird. NG and Spy are two classes I like playing the most, even regardless of the fact that I'm terrible at playing Spy.
Oh, yeah, because here's the thing, like, I am all for stealth games. I love stealth games. But, like, Spy, it's a double-edged sword for me, at least.
Yeah.
Because, like, there are already just so many precautions people take against spies. It seems like I can barely get any kills.
I'm switching server. I'm switching to something easier.
You had to announce that in the middle of the podcast.
I'm switching server.
You didn't.
I'm jumping server.
Oh, server hopping. I did that with Daisy for a little bit. We're not talking about Daisy though.
Why not?
Maybe we could, like if Riles could do it with me.
I've never played Daisy.
Exactly. So.
I'm just gonna play some MVM.
You see, Let's talk about MVM, like, class-wise.
MVM class-wise, Spy is terrible. Don't play Spy in MVM.
Well, Spy has its uses. It's not...
You gotta master it in MVM, though.
Oh, yeah.
You have to master it in the main game, but MVM especially.
Which my brother actually is. He's an amazing just supporter. He's a great medic, he's awesome at sniping, and he can usually do fairly good at Spy.
For MVM, my go-to class is usually what now? I'm blanked. Medic.
Medic.
Like,
Medic's
yeah,
always
medic.
nice. If there isn't a medic on the team, you go for medic. As opposed to the main game, I'm fine with playing as NG in MVM.
Yeah, I don't mind NG and MVM, but I don't like them nearly as much as the main game.
Yeah.
Because then you got the sentry busters to worry about, which can be taken care of by just moving your sentry.
Yeah, that's totally a thing that can happen. But like, I think sentry busters, just like, regardless of if you're an NG or not, just scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, exactly, because they could explode at like any moment.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played TF2 in forever. Like, hold on, let me pull up my Steam. The last time I played it was January 12th.
This year, okay. I think that was because me and Riles wanted to play it with you.
Yeah, it totally was. So like, I don't know, man. I
however, still play it like every day, so.
Well, I think it's the voice crack. Hey.
I think it's the.
I think we need to be new to.
I think.
I think really my main issue with Team Fortress 2 is that I'm not gonna say it's like Call of Duty, but I play it like Call of Duty. Like, I play it in short bursts.
Okay.
Like, I don't just I don't play it often. I don't exactly play it like daily, but like, if I want to play Call of Duty or if I want to play Team Fortress 2, I want to play Team Fortress 2. So
yeah, I pretty much just do it whenever I get bored, which is a lot. Holy crap, Sentry. I'm server hopping again. Nope, I can't do it.
It really depends on the tactic, cause like, I'm the kind of guy who, like, if I die, I give myself 3. I give myself 3 strikes. If I come up with a tactic on the class, I go for that. If I get killed 3 times in the process of this, I switch up my tactic.
I'm not smart enough to switch up my tactic ever, so.
Well, cause here's my thing. Like, well, but are you willing to like go the extra mile in order to accomplish something? Like, let's say you were a scout trying to capture the flag. So, but there's a sentry in the control room. So you could switch to, say, like, demo man or spy and get rid of that and switch back to scout. Do you ever do
That's
that?
usually what I try to do. Like, if there's a sentry in the way, I either just not attempt to capture the intel and go off and do something else, or I just try my hardest to destroy it and encourage the rest of my teammates to destroy it as well.
Cause let's face it, I've been making a lot of connections to Call of Duty, and I think this applies to it as well. Like, even though it is a team game, no one really cooperates that much.
No. People are bad at that.
Well, you see, that's the main problem I have with online gaming, is that just in general, you can rarely find cooperation, and when you can, it's amazing.
Exactly.
Like, I watched my brother play Payday 2, and that game practically forces you to communicate and interact with the other players. So it's amazing to see other people play with other people, because like, they're all going towards the same goal and they're actually getting there together.
The superpower of friendship.
That's especially why I've always wanted to do like a LAN thing with you guys. You know what I mean?
Like, just...
LAN is like local network. So basically,
right,
like,
so...
we're in like the same house. Let's just say my place. and we're just all playing together. So
My brother actually made a point. He says he might be getting a computer, so he wants to play TF2 with me.
that might be cool.
Yeah, it would just be nice to, even if not in the same house, just like
Because like my brother can do that too. Like we could significantly make a team, but we just don't have the communication down. I'm saying if we are all in the same room, all playing TF2, communication is a lot easier. Because if I want to tell you like, hey, let's switch up our tactic here. How about you play medic? Even over Skype, that's a tad difficult. I can just lean over to you like, Johnny, play medic.
Johnny, it's time to play medic.
Yeah, it's just like, it's time.
It's like you don't even say what it's time.
Yeah,
it's
you just
time.
look at me and just slowly nod like.
Like my eyes just narrow and I know
Yeah,
it.
your eyes just narrow and you just.
No, and then it has to play like the
nod.
animation from Meet the Medic of the medic coming out of the building.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just has to be like this huge deal. It's time.
And you can't say it's time. It has to be. It's time.
It's time. And then I just make absolutely no sound. I just nod extremely slowly.
I installed like a siren in my basement to go off.
There needs to be like a bat signal.
Yeah, everyone looks up. It's like the Medic's logo, and everyone's like, "It's time."
Yes, exactly.
Medic, let's hop on that gravy train. What?
Yeah, let's actually talk about what we do for medic.
Well, how about we do this? Let's go through each class and just say, like, generally what our tactic is.
Can we just go in order from how they're listed?
Yeah, let's just go from left to right. So, Scout.
Scouts, for scouts, I usually run the soda popper because that's fast.
Ah.
Either that or I just got the Force of Nature, so I've been experimenting with that and I quite like it, so.
Well, you see, because my main problem with the Force of Nature and the Soda Popper is that it's only got 2 rounds in it, but there's easy ways to get around that.
Right. And it reloads fast, especially the soda popper, so.
Yeah, what I like to do is I just never got into Soda Popper. Any weapon that's like super, I'm not gonna say super, but any weapon that's like kind of gimmicky that I don't enjoy, like I won't use.
Right.
But I can see a valid tactic for the Soda Popper, which is the tactic I use with just a regular scattergun.
See, for secondary, I occasionally use a pistol, but usually I go with Mad Milk because pyros are everywhere.
Well, you see, there usually aren't as many pyros. So what I do, I take it as a distraction. I am a distraction to all. So I get myself the Sandman. So even if I
haven't gotten the Sandman yet. What was that?
My voice cracked, so I made a big deal about it.
Ethan, calm down. It's okay.
I don't know why I make a big deal about it anymore, because this is like normal at this point. But
yeah, like I didn't even notice it there. So like
really?
yeah.
Like,
Maybe it's because I'm only like half paying attention, but.
I guess I just judge myself too much. But
You need to love yourself, Ethan.
Well, as soon as someone else loves me, which is never happening, so there you go.
I'm sorry.
My tactic with the Scout is I'm a distraction, so I grab myself the Sandman, and even if I don't hit anything, I'm still distracting someone, like, oh, there's a Scout over there. I get the Sandman, I get the Winger, and I don't
have the Sandman.
And I get the scattergun. So I can just spam bullets. Like, I'm really not going into Scout trying to kill anything. If I kill something, awesome. But really, what I'm looking towards is this caused you a little bit of damage, and now you're distracted, and now the guy you were shooting at earlier is killing you. And that's my goal for Scout. What's next, Soldier?
Well, wait, I want to mention one more thing about Scout. I don't care if the holy mackerel doesn't have any gimmicks behind it. It's a fish wrapped in newspaper.
Yes.
So I use that because I don't have the CNN yet.
I love that. Every time, I actually like the holy mackerel a lot, and I use it a lot. It always reminds me of, have you ever seen the Disney musical Newsies?
No.
It's about like in like, I don't know, like the 50s or something, when like orphan boys always like ran newspapers, and they like sold newspapers in New York. And one of the lines in one of the songs is tomorrow they were talking about a newspaper, and they said tomorrow they may wrap fishes in it, but I was a star for 1 whole minute, and it just reminds me of that every single time.
I just love it though because it makes a note if you even hit someone once.
Yeah, just even if you hit someone, it's just like
fish.
Yeah.
And then if you kill them with it, it makes the note of that.
Fish kill. Yeah. You hit someone with it, and the top right of the game goes
fish. It's time.
The siren goes off again.
There's the discussion time logo.
Yeah.
DT. No, it just has to be DT for short so it can fit on the DT.
But it still has to have a sword going through it.
Yeah.
Move on to Soldier?
Yeah. I never play Soldier ever.
I play it if it's necessary. I don't exactly enjoy playing as him.
Yeah, me too. I can get fun out of playing the Soldier, but it's not often.
What a lot of people think, which like I can slightly agree with, is like Soldier is for noobs. Like Soldier is probably the easiest class to get down.
Which is weird because I haven't gotten it down in the slightest.
Well, no, I mean just in general. Like you have a rocket launcher and a shotgun and a melee weapon. No gimmicky stuff.
So it's like you're saying it's the simplest class, basically.
Yes, it's the bare bones of what a first-person shooter is, which is why most people start out with it. I started out with it. But as soon as you catch on to the other classes and like their tactics, the Soldier seems kind of useless.
Yeah, exactly. Soldier, though, I run either the default rocket launcher because that has more explosive range, or I use the direct hit.
Yeah.
And then for secondary, I use either the reserve shooter or I just go for gun boot so I can rocket jump.
Yeah, it's depressing because I've got myself a rocket jumper and I just barely know how to use it.
Yeah, exactly. I have a rocket jumper too, so it's like...
Yeah, but I'm still like, what do I do with this?
Exactly. Like... And then for melee, I use any number of things.
Oh yeah, like it really doesn't matter with the Soldier as long as it's not the half Zodiac.
Yeah. Like I thought that could be useful at first, and then like I used it. It's like the best description. I thought it would be useful, but then I used it.
Well, you see, because the half Zodiac is good for something like a demo night, but.
Yeah.
And we'll get more on demo nights when that comes around. Move on to Pyro?
Yeah. Now, Pyro is interesting for me because a lot of people use the Air Blast as a gimmick. I don't.
No, I don't.
So, Air Blast doesn't at all matter to me, so I could use, a lot of times I go with the back burner.
Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't the back burner, I go with the Philosophinator or something like that, it has no blowback at all, which I think is like one of the only downsides to it, but I don't care.
And then when I'm not running Backburner, I use Degreaser because that's when I'm able to get in closer.
Yeah, like yeah, if it's like a CQC map, Degreaser is really useful.
And then secondary, what do I use? I actually have to check my loadout for this. Flare gun.
What?
Flare gun.
Yeah, I have like a strange detonator that I use, which I think the detonator is super useful. It's just basically a flare gun, except you can like set it off mid-air. So like if you missed someone, like if you didn't directly hit them with the flare gun, and it's still in their general like vicinity, you can still get them.
So like blows up. It detonates, you could say.
Ooh.
What was that?
I don't know.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
The siren goes off.
Discussion time.
Someone animate that.
Please.
It's me and Johnny running through rooftops, and then as soon as it says discussion time, we both jump off the building and just fall into the alley below and die.
I will pay you with my tears.
Not with actual money, just tears.
I will pay you, I'm too cheap. So I'll pay them with my tears.
So what you need to do is just poke yourself in the eye over a jar, and that's how.
Yes.
But how do they know your tears or not? How do they not know you filled that shit up with water?
Come over to my house.
And
watch me.
That's never a good idea.
Like, just watch me obliterate my eyeball.
Just continuously stab yourself in the eye. Like, this was totally worth it.
Dude, you can stop and make the animation even if you don't pay me. Well, it's too bad. I've already started. Any century.
If I can, I will actually pay someone if they were to animate that.
Depends how much.
Oh yeah, I never specified how much. I don't know at this point. But Pyro I really don't play that much. I used a Philosophinator, which do you know the gimmick with that?
No.
So it's like as you burn people, you gain like an meter. That's what it's called.
Oh, Phlogastinate. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I don't know how to
I used that at one point, but I got rid of it. I don't know why I got rid of it.
I like it. And then it depends on what I use. Like I'd have to look at my loadout for this as well, but if I'm going for a more offensive approach with the Pyro, I'll use the back scratcher.
What does that do?
It's the rake.
Oh, okay.
It has like It has like it doesn't have bleeding damage. It has something obviously if I'm using it as an offensive move. Not offense. Yes, offensive. I'm sorry. Let me look this up. And for if I'm going for just my regular, back scratcher. So it's minus 75 health from healers on rarer. So like you just get healed less by the medic, but there's a 25% bonus damage and a 50% health from packs. So I find it to be really useful. And if I'm just going with the standard Pyro, I forget what I use and I'd have to page through this. Usually I'm cool with just the regular axe. I'm cool with that. I don't know. What's next on the list? Heavy?
Demo.
Demo.
I don't don't play demo very often.
I like demo to an extent.
I'll play them sometimes, but I often just don't like playing demo.
Yeah, like, if I'm just saying fuck it, I'll totally play demo.
And my team is full of demos right now. I was even playing demo.
Let's touch on the demo night while we're on demo, man.
Well, the thing I figured out, I got the Islander. I don't know how to charge. I know you have to collect a head first, but I don't know how to charge.
It's just the secondary key. It's like with everything, so it's like...
So I actually need to do something and try to be a good demo night.
Oh, man.
Effort.
Suck when you just had to, like, work.
I know, right?
I usually use, for demo night-wise, the Splendid Screen, like the Half Zodiac, and I think the boots are the exact same, so it doesn't matter. But I use the bootlegger regardless.
I've been experimenting with the Scottish Resistance, but I don't know.
Scottish Resistance, that's like the other shield, yeah.
No, that's the
sticky
monster.
the Scottish Resistance is a sword. I think I have it. Or not. I have the Claydherm. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I don't like it that much. It's just weird to me.
The name is weird.
The name is weird, yes, thank you.
The clarification.
For just standard demo man, I enjoy playing it if I just want to blow shit up. And I just go with just stock everything, because any other things that the demo man has is usually gimmicky.
Yeah, I'll go for the Scottish Resistance, but default sticky bomb launcher, I don't mind either.
Oh, yes.
Fine.
Yeah, it's great, actually. I like it a lot.
I just got sniped while I was playing Sniper. Irony.
No, like, side note, like, that's usually when you get sniped, though.
True. Or if you're playing, like, a really slow class.
Well, like, not even heavy, because usually, like, when you're playing heavy, you got a medic on your side, but we're not talking about that right now. Actually, I think we're talking about heavy next.
Yeah, heavy's next.
Here's the thing. Heavy is yet another, like, distraction to me. It's just a different kind of distraction, as opposed to a scout.
I use heavy when I want to rage everything.
You know what?
Even better, I use it when my team's, like, for instance, having trouble, like, pushing a payload cart. I use it to push the cart while defending.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what? I just want to fuck everything. And you play as heavy.
Yes. Go play as heavy. Immediately. I'll use either default minigun or the Tomislav if I want to be stealthier.
Oh yeah, like I have like the whole Tomislav spiel. I have like the Tomislav and the eviction notice and the family business, and it all works great as a tactic.
For heavy, let's see, I have the Tomislav, the sandwich, because sandwich is very useful sometimes.
Yeah, it all depends on what game mode you're playing, but heavy usually has a say.
Yeah.
Like, in cases like payload, what I usually do is I get myself my brass beast, and I just kind of position myself on top of the cart.
Yeah, for payload, I usually play scout, but if I play heavy, then I'm essentially just shooting everything in sight, trying to protect the cart.
Like, if I'm playing payload, I always play as either scout, sniper, like, up ahead of the payload, or... what else? Pyro, up ahead of the payload. Oh, but we're still recording. We're experiencing technical difficulties at this point. At this point in the show, we would like to sponsor ourselves. You can buy us on Amazon for $1,000. It's not exactly the best deal in the world, but I think we're back on.
Oh, you still recording the whole time?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Oh, good.
We're back.
Even my TF2 kind of like just stopped. I think it might have been a problem with my internet.
I think that was definitely on your side then.
Oh, sure, blame me.
I think that's weird, because out of the 8, including this one, 8 episodes of discussion time we've had, that's never happened before.
No, so... Oh my gosh, this is a revolutionary episode of discussion time, guys.
Whoa! Johnny, put up a picture of fireworks.
Okay. Now I might as well just put up a video of fireworks.
Yeah,
It'll
just
be
a
more
video of
entertaining.
fireworks. Because fuck pictures. What were we
You know
talking
what?
about?
I should have a video of like a firework accident. Because that'll fit the show better.
Okay. What were we talking about?
We were on heavy.
Yeah, we were on heavy, but specifically.
Um...
Payload. We were talking about payload.
Yeah, I was talking about, like, how basically
Yeah, so I said...
I only use heavy when it's necessary on payload. Because you said soldiers like the class a lot of people start with. I think that class is heavy.
It's heavy and soldier.
Well, it can be any number of classes. It's usually scout, soldier, or heavy, I think.
Do you know what I just realized?
Hmm.
I just deduced that I think, like, the 3 are, like, soldier, heavy, and sniper. And if I'm... Those are, like... Yeah, those are all per, like, each class, like, offensive, defensive, and supportive.
Yeah.
Is that all we got on the head? We're gonna move on to NG?
The have.
The head.
I think we have one more.
Sounds like a...
Is it NG next? Yeah, it is NG next.
He's still last defensive.
NG is my main.
That sounds like
that's
a
all.
really... That sounds like a really bad Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, just... The head.
The have. I thought you were referring to NG as my main, and I'm like, what?
Yo, NG, my man. Hey.
I was actually thinking, like, that sounded like a really bad romance novel. NG is my main. I was saying main, actually. But yeah, man works for that too. NG is my man.
I don't like NG. We already talked about this.
I love NG. A lot.
I just don't like it because 9 times out of 10 I want to stay like just in a very stationary spot, and it just feels like if I'm staying at a very stationary spot I have just wasted potential just kind of just standing there, and I don't like it.
For me it's like I set up usually just to defend because, let's face it, NG's not very useful.
He's a part of the defense class, yeah.
You could use mini sentries as a minor means of defense for the offense, but...
No.
What do you mean, no? Mini sentries are okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Keyword being okay.
Yeah. No, they are not my thing.
I use them occasionally, but usually I just stick to the usual sentries.
It really depends on how you use mini sentries, though, because, like, it can be a minor distraction, but sometimes if you're using it right, it can be extremely OP.
Yeah. As for my NG loadout, it's I use the Rescue Ranger as my gun to conserve metal.
Yeah, I do like the Rescue Ranger.
And then my secondary, I just use the default pistol. Because I used Short Circuit at one point, but it takes up metal, and I don't like that. And then
what is the joystick to control your sentry called? I use that sometimes.
The Wrangler?
Wrangler.
I don't have that, but it seems cool.
Yeah, like, Because it's just for those times where there's obviously someone in front of your sentry, but, like, the code for the sentry isn't telling you it's there. So, like, the Wrangler is really, like, it's right there, asshole, and you can just shoot it yourself.
Yeah, I get what you mean. For my wrench, I use the Southern Hospitality because that has bleed damage, which is useful.
Oh, I like
And it's also very good for spy checking.
I like the Jag.
I actually like the Southern Hospitality so much that I nicknamed mine the Foo Fighter and gave it a description of "Don't want to be your monkey wrench."
That is the best thing. Dude, that is the best thing ever.
Like, I had one name tag and one description tag, and I'm like, alright, what am I going to use it on? Southern Hospitality.
Dude, that's awesome. That... Oh.
I want to get more name tags.
I'm kind of jealous of that. I have one, I think.
The only reason I had mine was because it was in the stock room.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a name tag and a description tag. So I might use that on something.
Don't steal my thing.
Okay. It's definitely going to be like a pop culture reference like you did.
Yeah. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's... What's going on now?
Now we're into the support classes, so, medic.
I think that's medic, yeah. It really depends with medic for me.
Medic, I use the same medigun every time. I don't play medic often unless it's absolutely necessary for my team, though.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, I don't go...
Or an MVM.
I don't go into a match thinking, like, I'm gonna play as medic.
Right.
It's always, like,
It's always like...
It's always like our team...
It's always like, come on, guys, someone play medic. Please. Fine, I'll do it.
Exactly. He's just like... You're in the, like, locker room where you spawn. It's like, guys, stop! And everyone stops. It's like, alright. We need to plan out a strategy. Now, we don't need 2 snipers. We only need 1. So how about you play medic and everyone's just like, fuck you.
No, like, just the sniper's like, dude, we need snipers, man. If anything, 2 isn't enough.
Yeah. Man, like 5 snipers? We need more.
Like, everyone but one person on the team is a sniper, and there's just one medic, and like...
Yeah, and the
dude,
one
switch to
person
sniper, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like payload.
Dude. What?
You need
How
to be
did
like...
they all suddenly get high?
Dude.
I'm just imagining the sniper high. Just... You see that, Wanker? He's a dead man. I'll tell you. Hey. Hey.
Well, if he wasn't high, why is he using Girardi?
He's either high or drunk or both.
Someone just called me Power Starts. With a space.
What was I gonna say? That was totally like a drunk idea for the sniper. He was hanging out with the other snipers, and he's just like, dude. And you know, it's just like, oi, what? I got a great idea.
Dude.
No,
Dude.
he doesn't say dude, he says oi.
Oi.
I got a great idea.
No, he needs to say like, mate. Mate.
Mate, I got a great plan. What's your plan, Jim?
10 snipers.
She's like, I say we get this job. Pissing it. And then,
I love how we're actually still talking about medic.
And then what? And then we throw that shit at the
Jim, that idea just might be crazy enough to get us all killed.
I think it'll look great. Okay, well, you can piss in jars, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
I have an idea. We should have 10 snipers. Jim, there are 9 people on our team. 11 snipers then.
Let's talk about medic again.
Yeah, medic, I go with default syringe gun, quick fix for the medigun, and then Uber saw.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I have never found a syringe gun that I liked, nor
Exactly. I got an extra one that like drained health, and I'm like, no, go home.
Yeah, the Blutsager.
Yeah, and I'm like, Valve, no, go home.
I have the overdose, which, like, the overdose is useful because the lower you're on health, the faster you run. But as soon as I get to the stage of I have low health, my first reaction isn't, I'm gonna pull out my syringe gun.
It's like, holy crap, hide.
Yeah, no, I really do not like the syringe gun. Just in general, I really don't like it. I don't use it that much.
I'd like it if there was a better syringe gun.
Yes. But then again, if there was a better syringe gun, I think the medic would kind of become OP. Because he got self-heals, and he would have, like, a good gun.
Maybe a better syringe gun at the cost of the self-healing. It doesn't drain health, it just stops you from self-healing.
Dude,
Valve, I should work for you.
That makes perfect sense, actually.
I just killed a heavy in one shot.
Hey, let's talk about Sniper now, since we enjoyed it so much. Mike. I got a great idea.
I got it.
And this man is sniping. He has a sniper rifle in his hand. I got a great idea.
Jim, what's your idea?
Well, you see, here's the... I'm not gonna go on that train. Here's the thing.
Someone should animate that, too.
Just animate the entire podcast, please.
No, they just need to make it like that one thing where they take the least funny bits. And yes, I said least funny bits on purpose. No, that we need to be like, animate some bits from the podcast, and they need to animate like the introduction.
Yeah.
Like, Like they need to animate the 3 seconds of you saying
No, because you said and I said hi, and then the video ends there.
Yes, exactly. Scout, why you gotta be taunting with a guitar? Why you got... Oh, he's using bong coca.
Sniper, here's the thing with Sniper. There are always either servers, there's never anything in between. There's servers that have a lot of snipers, and there's servers that have no snipers at all.
Exactly. Because there are some maps that have, like, places for snipers to snipe. And then there are maps that are like, screw you, snipers.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? You want to snipe?
Go play medic.
Yeah.
Play medic.
I like using the huntsman.
I'm bad with huntsman, so I usually go with the bizarre bargain.
Oh, dude. I had a bizarre bargain and I loved it because that's just such a great concept with the Girardi on the gun.
That was Sydney Sleeper.
Oh, that's Sydney Sleeper.
Bizarre bargain makes sense.
Bizarre bargain is like the crappy one.
If it gets headshots, I like it.
Yeah,
I've been using Hitman's Heatmaker occasionally, but
oh yeah, Hitman.
I don't really do gimmicks with the sniper. I just try and get headshots.
Oh yeah, and if I can't get a headshot, like that's why I mainly use the Sydney Sleeper, because it doesn't matter if you got a headshot, you still have Girardi then. I'm usually terrible at headshots, but I use the Heatmaker sometimes. I really like the Huntsman. I usually use the Machina.
The Machina?
Why
does everyone pronounce that wrong? Have you guys never heard the phrase Deus Ex Machina?
No, and I find that quite depressing. I find that quite depressing because I actually have Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Good job. Wasn't it like a bonus for buying that?
Machina?
Yeah.
It originally was, yes. It was originally a thing for pre-order.
Sniper, get off my rooftop.
The one thing I do want, which is just for, like, the sake of having it, is an opera hand, but those are either, like, batshit expensive or hard to trade for.
Sniper, other than the Bizarre Bargain, which I already mentioned, or Hitman Seedmaker, I usually use Vajrati, and then melee weapon can vary depending on what I feel like.
Yeah, like I usually use the Tribal Man Shiv.
For instance, right now I have a hamshank on it. Oh, yeah, I had something else, but it was bad, so I threw it away. No, I didn't throw it away, I used it for crafting.
Yeah.
I think that's how I got the hamshank, actually.
Like, you see, here's my problem, because, like, if you don't buy anything from the TF2 shop, like, you have very limited space in your inventory.
Which is why I like the stocking, because it came with a backpack expander.
Yeah. So, like, usually, if, you don't like an item at that stage, you just throw it out. That's why I threw out the Sydney Sleeper, because I just didn't have the space. But,
I threw out a bunch of things I liked. I threw out my Philgascinator that way.
And the Bizarre Bargain I remember throwing out.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about being free-to-play.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they advertise it as free-to-play, and then just... But then again, isn't that...
Still better than Candy Crush.
Yeah, isn't that with every free-to-play game, though?
Every free-to-play game that has DLC, yeah.
No, just every free-to-play game.
Yeah. And then the conversation is brought to a complete standstill by Johnny's holy crap spot.
Ooh, what was I gonna say?
We've killed the podcast.
Yeah, what's the last one? Spy. I don't like Spy at all.
I like Spy.
Well, how do you use it? Is my question for you.
And I usually just play it for fun. Like, usually I use it on Deathmatch, where it's just matches for fun as opposed to any real objective.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I occasionally use it to take out sentries for in capture the flag matches, but mostly I just use it on Deathmatch.
Yeah. Like, I just don't like Spy in general. It's not a thing I particularly
My
use.
Spy loadouts is Ambassador, Spycicle, and Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger I like because it automatically regenerates your cloak.
Oh yeah, I really like Cloak and Dagger for that exact reason.
It's one of the few gimmicky items I actually like.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I just don't like playing as Spy because everyone just takes so many precautions to avoid them that it's very difficult to play as them.
I usually just stay cloaked until I take out a sentry when I'm actually trying to play Spy for a purpose.
Yeah. I think that's it, man.
Yeah, it's all the classes. Holy power, man.
We could probably end up doing more of these, but I think that should be it for now, just the classes.
Yeah, closing rainbow time.
Oh, closing. Oh my god, we didn't do a random news story of the day!
Go Google something and playing
Johnny,
TF2.
this is your fault. I'm blaming you.
Fine, I'll Google something. With the Steam in-game web browser, so it'll take 50 years.
Because that's the best, isn't it? Isn't that just the best?
It'll take 50 years, but I'll find something. Okay, no, I'm going for class. I'm done. I'll play again as soon as we end the call, but I'm done.
Oh man, is there not
Quick.
a news subreddit? Cause like instantly.
Fear not, I'm Googling something.
Yeah, I'm just.
Well, remember, news can be news like regarding pretty much anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can just go to like video game or movie subreddit or whatever. Is there a movie subreddit?
Oh, video games. Sony is trying to make a virtual reality headset, much like the Oculus Rift.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, like
Basically, what I think of that is,
as
Huffington Post has a section for weird news stories, so actually, news sites do.
As kind of a Sony fanboy, I think that's really cool. Don't think it'll exactly launch off.
No, apparently Nintendo is doing a thing. I don't know. What is this? This could be cool. What is this? I see a picture, but go, please.
What?
I'm on the Huffington Post website, and there's a news story that actually relates to a video game, and like,
Oh yeah,
it's
you see, like the Huffington Post is the cool, like is like the yeah.
There was a skyscraper in Philadelphia, where basically they had hundreds of LED lights on it. So what did they do?
Tetris.
Yes, Tetris.
That's the first thing I thought of.
And it's apparently not the first time Tetris has been played on a building.
Really? That's awesome.
Tetris, man.
Tetris, man. Oh.
Tetris, man.
Tetris is so. Do you ever? This is a bit personal, but not too personal. Do you ever just have moments where like you think of something from your past that you regret and it just kills you?
Yes, why?
Like just on random occasions. Apparently, due to research, Tetris helps that. Not help.
Huh.
Not I don't mean help by like it increases them. It like decreases them.
Yeah, but then there's the apparent side effect of this isn't just with Tetris, it's with a lot of things, specifically when there's like Legos on the floor and you step on them. There's the effect of paranoia relating to doing something for too long. So like if you're a Tetris addict, then you'll start to see Tetris blocks like in certain places.
Tetris is everywhere, man.
Oh my god. No, I'm just imagining like, quick, where's the controller? Somebody give me a control. Like he just takes this random
one block, man. Come on. Just one block.
He just takes this random pedestrian. Do you have a controller? Good sir.
Just give me one block, man.
Ted, I think you have a problem. I don't have a problem. Fine.
You know you have a problem with Tetris when you have Tetris on your freaking mobile.
I'm fine.
It's just like, I'm fine. I just need
Tetris.
I just need one little line, man.
I need to get a Tetris.
I just realized how much that makes sense. A line in Tetris, a line of cocaine.
Wow, one of our jokes actually had something sort of clever behind it.
And we're ending the podcast there.
Because it was starting to get intelligent, and we here at Discussion Time don't do intelligent.
Nor do we do professionalism. Are you still playing Team Fortress 2?
No, I stopped to look up the news story.
Fuck you. See you guys later.